Hello, I'm Donita Brown, Children's Librarian at Ardmore Library, and today I am going to show you how to make paper snowflakes. This is using a half-size square piece of paper. You can also make a paper snowflake using a full-size piece of paper. This is really big, but today we're going to do the half-size. And the half-size piece of paper we're providing in the grab-and-go bags if you want to come and get a grab-and-go bag. But you can make your own. Let me show you how to make a square piece of paper using a regular size. You fold it so that you have a point and it's lined up, and then you cut off the edge like this. And then you have a square piece of paper. And this would make the large snowflake. But what we're going to do today is the small snowflake. So you take your square piece of paper, you fold it in half, and then you unfold it, and you fold it in half again, so you're touching your points. And if you fold it very carefully, your points at the edges are pointy too. All right, so now we're going to show you how to make the paper snowflake. You take the paper like this and you fold it in half once, then you fold it in half again, matching the points, creasing the edges, and then you have your your triangle, and you take the part that's the fold at the top and the part that's the double fold on the side. Then you take a pair of scissors, and we're going to cut 3 lines in this. First, we're going to cut all the way up the side near the end, and we're going to not quite cut it off. We're going to stop before we get to the end. Then we do another cut. We go up almost to the end, about 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch, and then you do a third cut. Not to the edge. If you do it to the edge, you're going to have to fold more paper. And then you have a snowflake that looks like this. Now we're going to take this shape, and the very center part right here, I'm going to fold around my finger and take a tiny piece of tape and tape it down so that it looks like this. Then I'm going to flip it upside down, take the next 2 sections next to the center, fold them together, take a tiny piece of tape, and tape it down. Then I'm going to flip it upside down again, take the next 2 shapes, and from the center, touch them, tiny piece of tape, tape it down, flip it one more time, fold it down, and tape it down. Sometimes when you have an extra piece of tape, I'll clip it right in the center and then fold it under so that you don't have raw edges of tape. Now, this is the first part of your snowflake. You need 6 of these in order to make the snowflake that looks like this. So I've made the other ones already. So I'm going to take my 6 pieces, and match the ends. Just take an end, line them up. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. By the time you get to 6, it's getting harder to manage them. And after you have the 6 lined up, you take a stapler and you staple it together. And then we're going to take the stapler and staple the center part, this part right here, to the next center part over. Hard to get it in sometimes. Okay, now we're going to take the stapler and do that with all the 6 shapes. We're going to connect the 6 shapes at the corners right there. Or you can use tape if you find stapling doesn't work as well. Almost done. All right, there we go. All done. And then you can take a piece of tape and tape your snowflake in your window. There we go. All right, thank you for coming. I hope you learned how to make a paper snowflake.